Okay, I'm gonna get straight to the point. This video is about digital ID. I would love to be able to have this video um, shared, posted on all social media platforms: YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. I want everybody to see this video. Um, let's see, digital ID. I think I first heard about digital ID a while back um, during some election when I guess some people wanted to talk about using digital ID. I think the Republicans were opposed to it, but I'm glad that it didn't happen. I don't think digital ID should be used to for voting. But I have recently heard that Apple is going to pave the way for digital ID. Now we've all have heard of Apple. Apple, created the iPhone. I believe that they're behind the iPhone. I think there are computers that are made by Apple, and then you got the Apple smartwatches. Apple also, I believe, has a web browser. So there's a lot of products from Apple. Those are the ones that I can think of. I'm not an Apple fan. I've never bought an Apple product. Never wanted to buy an Apple product. But I briefly read the article. I don't think I read the whole entire thing, but they talked about using digital ID for passports. I'm really, really against that. A global digital ID? You think that's a good idea? I don't. I don't like the idea of having global digital ID. I hate the idea. This was this. Be part of the global community. Be a global citizen. That is a bunch of crap. First of all, I don't think we, the people of the United States, would be able to benefit and share in the things that the people in the other countries have. So to me, forget it. We are divided. Our countries, the East and the West, are divided. This digital ID, this global ID, it's a bad idea. I do not like the idea of a global digital ID. Forget it. I like the idea that we already have. The passports that we already have. I know that the passports we have now has a computer chip in it. That should be good enough. What's wrong with that? We already have passports that have a computer chip in it. Why isn't that good enough? Why isn't that good enough for travel? You tell me why. Why is that not good enough for travel? And they also talked about digital driver's license. Now, why do we need a digital ID driver's license? Didn't we just get real ID? They already made the push for a state real ID. The star on your driver's license. They made that seem like it was so important to have a real ID driver's license. And the only two benefits from it is, one, you go to a federal building. Two, it could speed up the going through the airport. Now, I don't go to the airport very often. I rarely go to the airport, so I don't really need real ID to go to the airport because I rarely fly. And there are no federal buildings in my area. I'd have to go to the next city in order to see a federal building. So there's really not much need for me to have real ID because I'm not gonna have many opportunities to really use it. I mean, I thought that the whole sales pitch for real ID was dumb. It was stupid. You know, I mean, if they had said something like, we're going to use real ID for immigration purposes to be able to know who's a real U.S. citizen and who is not. If it was used for that, I would have said, yeah, great. That sounds like a good idea. I'm all for it. Separate the legals from the illegals, the documented from the undocumented. Know who is a U.S. citizen and who isn't. That would have been a great idea, but that's not the sales pitch that they use. So I can only assume that a total idiot, a moron, came up with this sales pitch because that was the lamest sales pitch I've ever heard in my life. And they're going to try hard to push this digital ID. They're going to say, well, it makes things go by faster. I mean, it'll make things go down. Things will move 1,000,000 times faster if we use digital ID. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. I mean, it could be full of crap. But I am opposed to digital ID. And I know I haven't created my North Carolina state political party, but part of my platform would be opposition to digital ID. That will be in my platform. I know digital ID is probably not even mentioned in the Democratic nor the Republican state party platform. There is no mention of digital ID. At least I know it's not in the, I'm pretty sure it's not in the Democratic platform because their platform is about, I think, 5 years old. And the Republican Party platform, which I did read, there was no mention of digital ID. But I would put it in mind, opposition to digital ID. I would like to encourage people to contact the North Carolina. Oh, almost forgot. According to the article I read, I think they said 12 states are in support of digital ID. 12 states. But thankfully, fortunately, North Carolina wasn't one of the 12 states that supports digital ID. I was thinking about or planning to do is contact North Carolina Governor Josh Stein and tell him that I'm against digital ID. And I would like to encourage other people to contact North Carolina Governor Josh Stein and tell him the same thing, to do not support digital ID. Keep it out of North Carolina. I also would like to encourage North Carolinians to contact their North Carolina State Senator and North Carolina State Representative and tell them that they don't want digital ID in our state. Please do this. Please. That's one thing I want. The second thing I want to boycott Apple. I want to hurt Apple financially. I want to hurt Apple real bad. I would love to see people do to Apple what they did to Elon Musk's company when he did that Doge thing. That's how strong of an opposition to Apple I would like to see. I would love to see Apple go bankrupt. I would love to see Apple stocks fall, crumble. I would love to see Apple company fall apart, go out of business, go bankrupt. But to get people to boycott Apple is probably something easier said than done. People are consumer minded. They are into technology. They're into fads. But what they don't realize, I do agree with the conservative Republicans on this. I mean, I agree with them 100% that digital ID could pose a threat to our freedom. Digital ID could lead to other things. I mean, what some people have suggested is they might link digital ID to central bank digital currency, which Democrats have been trying to push on us. Yeah, the Democrats, they want digital currency. They want us to have a digital wallet. In Apple ID, they said, it was talking about creating a digital ID wallet. But I think they would link digital ID to digital central bank digital currency. Make it easier to track you and identify you. And maybe like if you do something that they don't like, they might use it to punish you. I'm not a fan of tech entrepreneurs. I mean, they talking about having AI and PayPal being used in Walmart. Now, Walmart is going too far. I mean, I didn't like it when they remodeled the place, and I'm definitely not going to like it when they introduce AI and PayPal to Walmart. Walmart is doing things that I really don't like. I mean, I would love to see Walmart go out of business too. Not just Apple. I like Walmart to go out of business too, because they're doing things that I'm really, really don't like. They're not. They pissing me off. But these tech entrepreneurs, they're no good. I mean, they're getting richer and richer, and the rest of us are getting poor and poorer. They're getting richer and richer at our expense. And these tech entrepreneurs are no good. I mean, I'm not a fan of OpenAI, and I'm not a fan of Apple. And I would love to see both of their stocks go down. I'd love to see both of these companies go bankrupt and crumble. I mean, you've already seen some of the harm that AI has already done to people. Well, you don't think digital ID might do some harm? I mean, do you want to wait to find out and see? Or you want to stop it now? I do not want to wait and find out if it's bad for us or not. I do not want to give them the chance. So please boycott Apple. Please boycott Apple. Don't buy their stuff. See, technology, to me, I see technology as the biggest threat to mankind. There is no greater threat to mankind than technology. You guys talk about climate change, which I don't even know if we can do anything about. But technology, we could if we wanted to. Technology is, I believe, is going to be the biggest threat to humanity. They are creating a future that I do not want to live in. It will not be a beautiful, bright future for us. To me, in the future, I think the dead will be the lucky ones, because they will not be living through this digital tech hell that we probably about to enter into. But like I said, this is one of the reasons why I wanted to create the third party, my political party. This is one of the reasons why I wanted to create the Tech Bureau, to deal with things like digital ID, to deal with all kinds of technology. Do things that most people can't or won't do anything about. Now, right now, the third party and the Tech Bureau is just a dream, an idea, a fantasy, and nothing more. It has not materialized. I mean, God, I wish I could make it materialize. This is my dream. This is what I want to be my legacy. This is what I want to give to mankind. A chance to fight back. We really need to rise up. I don't know what it's going to take to make people rise up. I mean, this is one of the times I am in complete agreement with conservative Republicans. I mean, I would love to make my dreams come true and create the third party, and the Tech Bureau. I really do. I'm serious. I don't know what it would take to create them. At least not, at least the third party. I mean, at least the tech bureau. The third party, I need 14,000 handwritten signatures in order to create the third party. Third party, which is a state political party I want to create. The tech bureau, I don't know what it would take to create that. But yes, this would be my way of fighting back, fighting evil. Now, Trump trying to start a war in Venezuela, and rumor is he might start a war in Nigeria. I mean, look like Trump decided to continue Joe Biden's proxy war with Russia. Supporting Ukraine, doing a proxy war with Ukraine against Russia. To me, the only real war that I think we should fight should be the one right here in the U.S. The biggest threat to us is from within, not from outside. I'm totally opposed to the idea of digital ID, especially a global digital ID. I think that's a bad idea. I see it as a threat to our freedom. And I think we should start putting our foot down and fighting back. Like I said, I would love to see this video on all social media platforms. See, the things that I'm passionate about are things people don't care about. They probably don't even think about it. But anyway, I guess I should cut this video short. I think I pretty much said everything I needed to say. But yeah, they pushing this digital ID agenda hard. And like I said, it could lead, like I said before, it could lead to other things, which I think would be very bad. I mean, they're going to find all kinds of ways to make it sound good. But I think it's really bad.